Now coming to the problem statement, according to the scientists, COVID-19 is here to stay as they expect the virus that causes COVID-19 to become endemic. After the second wave, the daily average of COVID-19 cases in India is spiraling down, even though there still are isolated breaks and a rising positivity rate recorded in some states. However, despite this, there's some positive silver lining, which is the growing pace of vaccination in the country. While we may not be able to bid goodbye to COVID 19 as yet, it might be the time the viral outbreak may have reached a state of endemicity in the country, given the rather low levels of transmission right now and the already largely exposed population in the country. But with the virus very much an active threat and possibilities of a potentially threatening third wave is looking like an imminent threat, in such a scenario, food or the eating habits of the people need to improve with the passage of time. Our application will be able to tell the user whether the food he is eating will help him in increasing his immunity against the coronavirus. Also, then on that basis of the output from our system, the user will come to know which ingredient he has to look for in his recipe to achieve his goal of strengthening his immune system against the virus. Now, moving on to our implementation. So this is the project that we have developed. This is a Flask based web application where the backend is powered by our machine learning model and the front end is rendered by static HTML web pages. So coming to our application, the user can navigate to two pages, the home and the about page. In the about page, we have written a little summary about our application and what we have done. So we have two options. The user can upload his own food image, or there are some tested images already uploaded by us. In it, the user can select all any one of these images, and the model will then start predicting. So if I just select burger, you can see the our system has started loading and running behind the scenes. I have already gathered the ingredients of our food image. So this is the output that is being generated by our model, which consists of recipe name, the ingredients that the recipe contains, the percentage of ingredients having anti-COVID molecules, as well as the set of instructions to make that food. So now focusing more on the ingredients, green ones indicate that they are effective against COVID, whereas the red ones are not effective against COVID, or you can say do not help in prevention of COVID. Similarly, if you go to recipe 2, so this is another recipe that is being suggested our model, or you can say recommended, in which keeping the same set of ingredients, we have another recipe generated for us for the same food image. The user can also upload his own food image. Like if I just wanted to upload my own image, you can see our model starts loading. So as you all can see, the output has been generated. The first recipe predicted by the model is perfect basic rice. The ingredients include rice, water, salt, and butter, out of which rice is effective against COVID, and all three of them are not much effective against COVID. Along with that, percentage of ingredients uh, in this recipe which are effective against COVID is shown here, which is 25%, since rice is the only one amongst all four. Along with that, the recipe for uh, making this particular food is also shown, and similarly, recipe 2 name and the set of instructions for preparing it again. Lastly, in conclusion, food has been one of the three main basic needs of life, and being able to control what we eat or at least have knowledge about what we are eating can majorly restrict the consequences of getting diseases or even getting cured properly as quickly as possible. Through this project, we think we can educate or create an awareness of those who have their family members affected due to COVID, a better chance of curing fast, as well as preventive food measures if not already affected by COVID or post COVID too.